we up the tempo. Shawty got no choice but to get low. Ain't the tallest, but I'm ballin' like I'm 6'4". Yeah, the life I live, I was meant for. It's simple, if we up the tempo. Shawty got no choice but to get low. Ain't the tallest, but I'm ballin' like I'm 6'4".
Old school, new school. You know what it is.
OG Lee in the house.
You know who it is.
Once again.
OG Lee. UNDE.
Thank goodness. And thank goodness.
Old school, new
again.
school, man. Back again with another one.
Yeah, man.
Best father-son podcast in America.
The only.
The only, man. Still looking for some competitors. But hey, it's episode 38. 38. And as we do, OG Lee, how you feeling? That mental health. How you doing?
I'm almost tipsy, man.
Real quick.
Right quick.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just kidding. But
I'm
I do
feeling the
have a
same
little
way.
drink over there. Just kind of wetting my whistle.
Absolutely.
And as far as mental health, man, my mental health is terrible, bro.
Terrible?
Absolutely, man.
In which way?
Just every day, shit that's going on now. Like, I think about shit I think other people don't think about.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this country's in serious trouble, man. I really think this country is in serious trouble. I think people are really overlooking a big situation that's getting ready to happen in this country, man.
Come on, give me some specifics, bro.
Man, both the wars that we are involved, that other countries are involved in,
Mm-hmm.
we're the ones supplying them with all the shit. So eventually, we're going to be brought into that. It always happens that way. And America's looking for war right now.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime the economy is bad like this, America goes to war, man.
I did see recent, I guess CNN or something like that, but the Israeli had one of the most deadly days, I guess.
But it's against the other people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. In Lebanon, the Hezbollah. So that's serious. Yeah. And in terms of what they do, I mean, they go in and wipe the people out to smithereens, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Americans are looking at that. Now, the thing that troubles me is like the average American has no idea what's going on. But, once we start, today, they sent some troops over into the Middle East. And eventually it just keeps going. Before you know it, it's a full-blown war.
Yeah.
And so when you look at that, you got Russia on that side, ultimately. China.
Big boy.
Iran, you know what I'm saying? That's against America, really. And we could be looking at World War III. I mean, I'm serious. We really could be looking at World War III.
So say for the Schoolie gang, just a little cliff note from OG Lee. What, like today, what would you say is happening exactly? The Israelis in Lebanon. What is it about exactly? Slight synopsis.
Well, it's an offshoot. From first it was Hamas, and they still, of course, dealing with Hamas.
And
But
Hezbollah.
it just went over into Hezbollah, which is another, as they say, terrorist organization. And Israel right now is trying to eliminate all enemies with America's help.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, things are going to backfire.
Somebody comes and gets the plug, huh?
Things are going to backfire because we've been basically bullying these people for a long time, and that's what Israel's been doing. But Israel has been doing atrocious things, to the people in Gaza for years.
Yeah.
And they've been doing it with America's blessing. That's what's so dangerous, because if you believe in karma, see, something has to happen. You can't just keep doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a terrible situation.
Mm-hmm. That yin and the yang. And then,
I was going to say, the thing that really makes me think, a lot of people overlook that happened with Haiti. They were looking at that Trump brought out.
Was the earthquake or past that?
No.
Oh.
What Trump brought out about he was saying that they're eating the people's pets. And he said the people they brought in were Haitians.
Yeah.
But the thing that I think people are overlooking, because they always talk about immigration, right? Man, they said they, over the last 2 years or something like that, not even 2 years, they put 20,000 people in a population of 60,000. That's not immigration, man.
So a whole third.
That's vulcanization. In other words, you look up and 1/3 of the population has increased, and they're all Haitians that you don't know. They don't know your culture. You don't know theirs. And it doesn't matter that it's Haitians. Same thing with any Hispanics. You put that many people at one time, that's not what immigration used to be in America. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's something crazy going on. And I think that, you know, a lot has to do with the economy. You know what I'm saying? Americans are lazy and not working. You go out here every morning, who you see? Don't go to Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, man, that they're bringing these people into, right? They're bringing these people in to squash wages and to also replace Americans. Very, very crazy
right
thing.
in front of our eyes.
I'm telling you, never had this kind of, you know, when you dump this many people into a country. I mean, it don't happen like that. So something's going on, man. Something is really going on. And I'm going to say today, in ending this subject, it's time to get out of America. You better be making plans to get out of America. It's not the same place, man. And I promise you, I wouldn't even give it 2 years. You're going to see so much change in America, especially the value of what you can buy with $1. Mark my word.
Increasing or decreasing?
Like it's been doing with inflation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because all of the things they're doing are inflationary. And so once you look at that, you're like, man, the dollars can't buy anything. And people are complaining. So watch when this next phase hit. It's going to start just blowing people out of the water. It's going to blow them out. But anyway, let's just hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. But I must say, you're usually pretty, maybe not bullseye, but you know, you're getting kind of you get pretty close.
I'll be in the ballpark.
Yeah, usually not too far off.
Be in the ballpark.
I will say that. And then, you know, New School, we try to keep up, man, which I don't know if I need a New School at this point, but you know, say a younger generation, we try to keep up with all the nonsense going on too.
I don't think they do. I don't think most people do. And I don't blame them, to be honest. I'm not, you know, talking bad against them. It's just maybe they should, perhaps. But yeah, you shouldn't care about that perhaps at that age. Yeah. But in some ways you should, because the younger people are who are going to be dispatched to go to war. You know what I'm saying?
The worst of it.
And as I told you guys early on, don't even consider the military, because the things they're involving people in and then sending Americans over to fight. Who wants to do that? Who wants their kid? Because what they're doing now, see, is very important to understand this. Whenever this country is getting ready to go to war, you look on the commercials, you're going to start seeing these fucking things where they're building homes for the vets that's been maimed and shit like that. Why are you showing me that? Mm-hmm. Huh? You want, you know, it makes no sense to keep pushing that type of shit. But it relieves people sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And then when you hear these things, they keep telling you, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. No, why am I going over to these places being killed? And then the thing is,
what for?
When these people get maimed and they come back, a lot of time people have no idea what war they were even in, why they went to the war, whatever. And it's like, here's somebody that's maimed for the rest of their life.
Useless.
That stuff, man, and it makes no sense. Nobody knows what the hell you went over. That's why I'm talking about when I say the young people are not paying attention to at least that. Why are we even having a war? You know what I'm saying? And push back against that like you push back against other shit, man. Nobody wants to keep going to war, dropping munitions. It's fucking 2024. Who wants to do that shit? Look up all these bombs falling on the houses, blowing everything to smithereens.
Artifacts.
And more in anything, it's America who's behind this shit, man. Terrible.
It is terrible. But I was saying, like, New School, right? Mm-hmm. We get, I don't know if they intentionally get us lost in the sauce on certain things, but it's something severe, like I'm saying, a war that on detriment the future. But then they have, I think, almost in the forefront of news and almost politics, stuff like our boy, the Diddler, becomes almost headline news.
Those are distractions. You got to know how to peep through that shit.
In front of everything.
As a matter of fact, those things are intentionally sent like that, just to distract you. Mm-hmm. So you got to just be careful of what's going on and how you absorb news. And your news sources. See, if you look at the mainstream news, they're not going to tell you what's what, or they're going to scramble your mind.
Absolutely.
But you get to other sources, and you get some different truths. All of them soup shit up. But the more different sources you look at, you can gather the truth kind of in a ballpark.
Kind of put it together, absolutely.
But yeah, this is because it's interesting. I don't know if you've ever heard of like Al Jazeera, right? You go to Al Jazeera and you hear a different aspect. You know, there's also I forget the name, but BBC is also one that's British, and then there's one African one. I forget the name of it, and there's several others as you scroll. Kind of just
what's their stance on it though? Al Jazeera.
Well, Al Jazeera, you know, has always been like most Arabs. You know, Israel is Palestine. You know what I'm saying? It was Palestine until with the British and Americans' help, they created this Palestine place for the Jews to come to. You know, after they had the whole situation in Germany, right? Yeah. And so they picked this home for them. And what did they start doing? Slowly but surely, building settlements and killing the people within Gaza, the Palestinians, right? And so that's been, you know, every Arab stand. You know, it's just America with its media, you know, and of course playing on the whole Israel thing with the biblical, right? And so they're basically brainwashing the people, and a lot of Americans, 300 million white Americans, feel like we are supposed to protect Israel. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the Israel that we're dealing with in the Bible. And so really, when you talk to a lot of Jews, which they don't put them on, most Jews are against what's going on in Israel. Most of them are. The Zionists are who's taking that over in Israel. But the Israeli people, they know their God tells them they're not even supposed to have a homeland. They're supposed to be wanderers. But anyway, it's the Zionists who are taking that over and want that for the location that it's in. It's in a beautiful location. Same thing with Lebanon. They want that land.
That real estate up in there. What is so advantageous about the land? Just kind of
I'm talking about where it is. It's a beautiful place.
Oh, as far as just, you know, kind of sights to see?
Just the actual geographical location. You know, but yeah, we'll see what happens ultimately with that. But they've pretty much taken the place over. You know, throughout the years, they've built settlements, and the international bodies that's supposed to be enforcing that, they were hands tied. You know, because of the strength of America. And so they've just taken over the land, slowly but surely, building settlements where they're not supposed to, building settlements. Matter of fact, this last time, as soon as they got these people out, literally, they start putting their land up for sale, you know, but you could only be an Israeli, a Jew, to buy them, you know. So they've been real bad in terms of that. And they think, according to them, the Zionists, that's scripture, that they're supposed to be doing what they're doing. And it's just, it's really a mess. And the only way that it's going to end is by a lot of bloodshed.
I hate it.
And it's creating a whole new generation of what they call terrorists. But they don't consider themselves terrorists because they say we're fighting for our land. You know? And so, but that's how our message comes across. These people are terrorists. These people are terrorists. But for people who know, with all due respect to my own country, we're the terrorists. We're the terrorists. And it is an interesting situation to watch and unfold and see how it went. It goes from them fighting Hamas to all of a sudden them fighting Hezbollah. But both of those people are proxies, basically, for Iran, right? And Iran ain't no punk. People are underestimating Iran and the connections they have to, like I said, Russia, China, Iraq, that kind of thing. And maybe not Iraq. Sometimes they go back and forth. But Iraq would go with Iran before it would America. You know, because, of course, America went into Iraq and killed their leader, you know, saying he had weapons of mass destruction. But it was much bigger than that. They knew that Saddam Hussein had a lot of power in the region.
It's always bigger than it seems, my brother.
And it's very interesting within that same presidential, within that same 8 years that Bush was the president, he also killed. No. That was
Saddam Hussein. He went on to kill him.
Obama killed Libyan president Muammar Gaddafi. Same thing, man. They were a threat because of the leadership that they had. And if you go, see, the thing they never do, which Americans, of course, don't pay attention to. We say we're going over this place right here. Their leaders foul. We go over and kill them. Go look at his country now. It's in ruins, right? Because he was holding it together. Yeah. And they once they killed him, the whole country, even today, the country's in disarray, Libya. Go look at it, right? They never show the Americans that what we went in and did to those people. Because we believe the news. You know
terrorists.
We believe the news.
Went in like terrorists, man. Went in like terrorists.
Yeah. And everybody from Colin Powell, all of them was right along with Bush. Hey, he was just a stupid little vial going like this on TV. They got weapons of mass destruction. We're going in. Go in, kill all of those people, man. There's no weapons of mass destruction. And we're smart enough, right, as a country with intelligence to know that before we go in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got.
So it's just a matter of killing groups of people, killing large amounts of people.
We got to start that media front, though. You know what to tell the people to normalize or kind of
most
make
people, man, like I said, they're not interested in that. You know, if you go into somebody's house and they got an option of playing a game or watching something stupid or watching, say, a newscast, they're not watching the news. Every once in a while, somebody might watch the local news. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But most people don't watch that. They don't care about that. They're interested in other things or so many things in their life that's overwhelming them. They don't even want to hear no more bad news per se.
Right.
But it's important if you got, for instance, teenage sons, right? Because nobody ever thought anything when we went into Afghanistan, right? But that ended up being the longest war in our history. And again, you don't know the people necessarily, right? So you don't have no feeling. But it's people who came from Afghanistan right now. They're maimed and shit like that. And then again, no one will be able to tell you what the hell we went in there
Weapons
for.
of mass destruction.
You know no, they were at that point they were saying the Taliban. This one came from the World Trade Center shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how long we were in there. So they said the Taliban went in Afghanistan, right? But yet the Taliban, they didn't say it was the ones who did it. They said somebody else did it. But yet they started with the Taliban thing, brainwashing the people with that. And before you know it, we were in Afghanistan. And we left, right? Tails between legs. And then what happened to Afghanistan? The Taliban are the ones who preside over that.
Holding it down still.
But yeah, you got to want to hear that.
Or you got some schoolies like this here that tap in. They get a little nonsense. Get a little political, you know what I'm saying, insight. Might even spur a little interest into something they want to do a little research on things like that. Come be with that schoolie gang, man. You know, you can do things like that.
Because I was listening to somebody and they were talking about Kamala Harris because they say she does a lot of flip-flopping. And she was at this time talking to the youth and trying to attract the youth to vote, right? For her, of course. And then they were showing a video of her. It's been about 9 years ago, 2015. She was talking about something. And she literally was saying, hey, people 18 to 24, those are the most stupid people. You know, they're young like that. They make all kinds of bad decisions, blah, blah, blah. She said they're just stupid, you know? And so, again, nobody's going to remember that part or even think to look about that. It may have been way underage even 9 years ago. But now she's asking them for their vote. You know, but what would you think her true feeling is? Her true feeling is that people 18 and 24 in that range are stupid. She said that, right? Yeah. So why would I vote for you if you think I'm stupid? If I'm that stupid, shit, I'm going to not vote or vote for somebody else. But yeah, she's been a type of a flip-flopper. And I just brought that up because we're getting ready to deal with an election in maybe 60 days. And so you got Trump and you got Harris, and you got to choose the lesser of the two evils. And for me, boy, I'm not choosing either one of them.
Neither nor.
I haven't voted, man, since the first term for Obama. That motherfucker disappointed me, man. So I'm like, I ain't vote for him for a second term. And he was so fucking atrocious to me with the people, the black people. Because that's how you was asking people on the strength when you was voting for him. You was doing the cultural shit, right? Once you get into the office, you start talking about a fucking rising tide, you know, lifts all boats and shit like that. No, the black people was like, yo, we expecting you to do some shit for black people. Intentionally, like you did for the Jews and these people and blah, blah, blah. Do something for he wouldn't do it, man. And so his second term, you know, when your second term, you a lame fucking duck, basically. Slap. Yeah, he put me off of voting altogether, man, after his first 4 years.
With that said, though, Kamala, Trump, she still looking like she don't got no chance this go around and we
no, man, they got it neck and neck, damn near. Which they should, because again, that's the media hyping shit up, right? So if we told you that when they were saying it 6 months ago that Trump was a shoo-in, why would the people who even like that kind of stuff tune in? You're, hey, Trump already won, you know? So they have to make it like, hey, this thing is neck and neck. I have to keep telling you, showing you all these polls, the polls in Nevada, the polls in Philadelphia, the polls in New York, the polls in California, all of these different polls. It's just media hype, man. Trump is going to win. Because Trump has a base, you know what I'm saying? And he's got a strong base. Kamala's just got people in her camp that's saying, well, you know, we don't really know her politics or whatever, but we don't like Trump. So they're not really voting for her. They're voting against Trump. Trump's base is period. We love Trump. We liked him the first time he was in there. We know what he could do. We like him this time, you know?
We already know what he about.
Strong base. Yeah.
And
very strong base.
I'm thinking old Trump. He got some keys to the city, maybe in New York.
I don't know. They ready to kick his ass out of New York. Matter of fact, they already did, basically. But what kicked him out and shit is they really start fucking with his money. He had to leave.
Yeah. You think Trump been to any Diddy parties?
No, probably not. Probably has his own fucking parties like that. He don't need to go to no Diddy parties.
Him and Epstein kicking out. Is Diddy? You think Diddy gonna get the same fate as Epstein? That's really what I've been meaning to ask you. I think they're gonna find him in the cell.
Yeah.
And I say that just because. Have you seen all the CEOs and stuff stepping down from their positions? I've seen that,
but I don't know because you have CEOs that step down, period.
But just so reasons. Sudden. 18, I think they said.
Yeah, I don't know about the 18.
Bruh.
But I would say this, that whenever you get busted and you start going through the process, they always bring you the deal, which is you give us somebody.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
We'll work with you. But the thing about it is, you gotta, in his case especially, you gotta give us some real jaw-dropping shit. You know what I'm saying? That we could really put a motherfucker away for the time that we wanted to put you away. Need somebody in your cell. So that's one of the reasons that increases his chance of getting killed, because all of these different people are wondering, whoa, you know, what else is gonna come out? But the thing is, in reality, of those people, not a lot of them know how to hire somebody to get a hit in prison. You know what I'm saying? So it's just going to be a few real powerful ones that's sweating beads, you know what I'm saying, sweating them bullets. It's going to be like, yo, we got to do, same way they did Epstein. You know what I'm saying? You pay a motherfucker enough, shit will happen, you know? So there's a good chance that shit could happen to Puff.
Would CEOs step down, right? But they said within 24 hours of Diddy getting arrested, 18.
Well, what would you think the reason is for them to step down so immediate?
Some dealings, I guess, that they might have, I don't know, they might have pulled up to a party or two.
But I'm saying, suppose they went to a party and did all that old bullshit. Why would I step down immediately?
There's probably footage, I'm thinking.
Huh?
Footage, I'm assuming.
What do you mean when you say that?
Footage of some people of power in these freak offs.
But I don't know that I would, me personally, unless it was just too much for me to even be able to work. Otherwise, I would wait till they start talking shit about some people and I see some shit happening. Then I might, you know, slide out and shit. But right now, I'd be like, it's too premature. You don't really know what he does have, really. You
know how the inside word goes, though, bro. People get a little extra information before that information is out there.
That may be. And so that's what we'll have to wait and see. And so... and I didn't know, I saw numbers they were talking about 3 or 4 at the time. 18 is like, whoa, damn. And so, yeah, if it's 18 of them, you know, the average CEO is probably making 5, 8, 10 million, and then he got stock options and all this stuff. No, I'm saying they got the money to pay to get this motherfucker snuffed. So, you know, he does have to watch it. But
Epstein, I'm telling you, they're gonna find him in the cell.
Every jail, every prison, I should say. See, he's in jail right now, and jail might even be easier to have him killed in prison.
Easier than jail, you think?
Easier in that because the security is less in a jail. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that don't happen to the brother, but I don't know, man. It's shit works that way in real life. You got some information that can bring me down, you gotta go. You detrimental, man. So I hate that, man. But I really hate the fact, man, that I wasn't thinking about that. I don't know why. I was listening to this shit, man. I was brainwashed by them showing the video. You know what I'm saying? Of him beating his girl and shit, because that's what started it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was just really concentrating on that aspect of it. Then I think it was like yesterday, it finally set in. I was like, damn, all these dudes and shit talking about he was fucking them and doing all this type of shit. I was like, damn.
Wild times.
Based on the years that we came through, Puff, yo, you was a straight up punk, man.
Making a band.
That shit, man. You making more than a goddamn band, boy. But when I looked at that, I seen
And
a couple of people talking about
oil.
that shit in the making the baby oil. I'm really not that fucked up about.
1,000 bottles?
The reason why I'm not fucked up
Bruh.
about that is if we have freaky parties, we know we fucking each other Vaseline, baby oil. Why the fuck would I want to run out? That's a main part of my motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So why would I want to run out? Although I don't think the motherfucker had 1,000 goddamn bottles of baby oil. That's more shit just to hype shit up. Who sat there and counted the motherfuckers?
That's what they
So we
claim,
counted
bro.
them by tens and shit. I don't know. But I do know shit like that'll make the price of baby oil go up, motherfucker.
Oh, man.
So yo, they gonna have the baby oil on auction. You know what I'm saying? That's how they gonna end up doing all this shit, auctioning it off. So maybe hey, but that'll have, now that I think about it, that'd be collector's items and shit.
Bruh,
Hey, it's a bottle of baby oil from Puffy's mansion and shit like that.
From
Probably
a
be fucking
freaka.
$1,000 a bottle and shit.
Bro,
man.
imagine $1,000 or 1,000 bottle of baby oil. How long do you think that's lasting in a puff party? Is that for the next party? They just
No,
happen
man.
to. That's
He
a
probably
yearly
go through,
supply.
realistically, which I don't know how big his parties are. You know what I'm saying? But he probably go through a portion of it, a small portion. But he's the type that, like anybody, say you're a weed smoker, you don't want to run out of weed.
Yeah, you got to keep
sniff,
that on deck.
You sniff cocaine, right? You pop heroin. You don't want to run out. Baby oil is a major thing in my operation, man. I can't run out of baby oil. Shit. And then maybe it was the little bottles.
It could have been. I'm thinking Puff. You know, Puff's got that big old bottle, boy. Big mouth on it too, so he can get its full use out there, bad boy.
Most women,
oh boy,
will get moist themselves.
Yeah.
That baby oil is for fucking other men in the ass and shit. That's sick, man. I don't give a fuck, man. That's sick.
For
you
him,
know what the
for him and Carl
DSM,
Winslow.
right? The manual, that psychological manual, DSM.
Yeah.
Now, up until 1974, in that manual, which is the manual they use for all things
Disorder, syndrome,
psychological,
and something
yeah,
like that.
that was a disorder. You know, homosexuality was literally a disorder. And
70s,
so
what they changed it.
74 is when they took it out. But before that time, they thought that homosexuals that was a mental issue, you know? And to some people, they still think that, you know, for a man. I mean, I really don't get that. Like, why would you be attracted to another man and shit?
Women are beautiful.
And you want to fucking kiss him, and when he wants you to fuck him, and you want him to fuck you? What kind of, I mean, that's sick, man. And I'm not homophobic. That's just sick fucking behavior. And then I'm telling you, man, the reason why you get punks is because old punks turn out young punks, man. I'm telling you. It happens that way every time. And if you look at just regular heterosexuality, right? Most men like younger women, if we want to be honest, right? And as a matter of fact, most men the younger the better. The only problem is they set a certain age now. Remember, you used to get married at 14, 15, 13 sometime, right?
Yeah, back
so
in the
if that
days.
was happening, what does that mean? That a man likes a younger girl, right?
The younger gal.
But yeah, this right here, man, it's crazy.
It's
To have to
interesting.
want a man like that to be on you. But men and people know it. Most dudes, if they honest, that's punks, they're gonna tell you an older man turned them out. I guarantee you. And that's what makes that shit so vicious.
It is an interesting thing, and I think this might be an old school, new school.
And let me
first.
just say this real quick. Keep that on your mind. The
Uh-huh.
reason why I'm saying that, see, people don't talk about that, about young men about men liking young girls, right? Just this week, I think it was yesterday, or maybe the day before, they closed the Youth National Guard program in Arkansas. One of the main reasons they closed it. Now, the people in the program, their ages are like up to 16, 17, like that. 18 maybe.
How so?
the
What
staff.
sergeants
The
and
staff. with basically with the kids, right? It's always that way. You have to protect that. Men will victimize young ladies, and now even more so young men. So that's very important for people to really understand and discuss.
You
But we
said
try
they
to go
closed
away
it
from that.
in the country or in the state?
The state had a youth
Okay.
program.
I
Yeah,
was
they're
gonna
not
say,
going to
dang,
close
just
the
countrywide?
National Guard.
Yeah, I was like,
but it's a
God
program
damn.
that was, gearing these people for that, instilling discipline in them, yada yada yada. They had to close it down. One of the main reasons was because staff against the participants. But anyway,
What was that? Oh no, I was saying this is an old school, new school first right here.
what's that?
For the first time, I think ever, we had have a word of the day.
A word of the day?
A word of the day. But this word of the day was actually utilized. I don't know if we heard it or not, or y'all heard it, but the word of the day today was detriment. Oh. OG Lee actually used it just in his normal speech, but just to simply define and let the schoolie gang know, detriment.
Let me say this too. Before you get to detriment, one of my English teachers told me this. He said, and that was his pet peeve word, utilize. He said, why? Because we were writing essays and shit like, why are you using utilize? Why don't you just
use?
Yeah, why don't you just use the word use? It might make you sound a little more intelligent. Not in this case that I'm saying it to you. That's what he was saying to us. It doesn't, use the word use. Anyhow,
but I like to up my vocab a little bit.
Right, that's good. That's
so
good.
that's just how it came out. But detriment, you conjugated it as I think you said it was detrimentally, is what you said.
I don't know. I said either it was a detriment or it was detrimental.
Detrimental. I think you said. But detriment simply defined the state of being harmed or damaged, or just kind of cause of harm or damage, which I guess you used it before. But
so you mean that means I didn't know the word of the day, right?
No, you had the word of the day. You had it already in your bag. But could you give us a sentence? Even though you gave one, but you got a sentence with the word, OG Lee. You got one for us?
I just said that they closed down the youth program, the Arkansas National Guard youth program. They closed it down. They were having a hearing about it. That was today, and they were discussing it. And the bottom line is, having any more students in a program like that would be detrimental to them, and so they had to shut it down.
And I had another interesting topic here.
Word of the day.
And this is really in the topic. This is kind of one of those new school, just to kind of switch up the flow, switch up the mood a little bit.
Switch up the flow.
But it's kind of one of those what if, would you rather type of deal. But this one is if your life depended on it, right? It's life or death. You got to do this, one or the other, life or death, right? So, the classic, you either have to just withstand a power slap.
Yo, man, that shit, I saw one of them today, but go ahead.
So that's one. Just withstand a power slap, or make 2 out of 5 NBA threes from anywhere. You can pick the spot
that I could try to make. Obviously,
you gotta make 2 out of 5. Two of the 5.
From where now? You said 3-point line.
3-point range, wherever you want. Pick your corner. You can go top of the key.
Well,
if you don't do it, you die.
Oh shit!
That's kind of how this one is working.
Well, I'm telling you right now, straight up, I'm not taking no power slap.
That's done with.
And I would choose the shots, but I would almost guarantee, unless I get hella lucky,
RIP,
I'm gonna miss them. So whoever, I guess they forcing me into this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start shooting motherfuckers.
It's
I
like
promise you. If I promise you, I'm gonna have my shit on me. And as a matter of fact, I'm not even gonna go to the place. If they come and get me, then that's their ass, because I'm gonna shoot my way out, knowing that I'm gonna possibly die, because I'm not taking no power slap. I seen that shit today, man. As a matter of fact, when I was scrolling through Facebook, and they slowed it down after the motherfucker, they show it in fast motion first, then they slowed it down. Man, when he immediately slapped the guy, that you could see right there, this whole face
red
was like a fucking hematoma. Like, you know how you get blood under your skin? Just that quick when he slapped him, blah, you seen the discoloration. And then boom, he went out and knocked out and shit. I said, oh, shit.
I mean, how long is that sport going to last, you think?
Usually people step in and call it inhumane, like they do, dog fights and shit like that. Because that makes no sense watching that, man. And then the dude who slapped him, he, the guy went at him first. But I don't know what the rules are. But as that guy's slap came, he kind of moved up a little bit to where the guy didn't get him flush. And I thought, whoa, that's kind of fucked up, man.
You were
because
it
wasn't fair. You know what I'm saying? He moved just a little bit like that. And then the guy's slap didn't get flush on his face. Then it was his turn. And boy, oh shit. I never really seen nothing like that. The second he fucking slapped him, the whole fucking side over here, just you could see the discoloration, man. And then he just, boom, knocked the fuck out. And he wasn't small.
Instant knockout, or he was kind of...
He knocked him. They had to catch him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because and the dude, he was a good sized dude, looked like a big fucking Samoan or some shit like that. Slapped the shit out of that dude, man. Yeah. And that's got to be so embarrassing, because men ain't supposed to get slapped. You know what I'm saying? But he slapped the shit. That's really, he slapped the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? That's most men don't take no shit like that. I'm going out to the car. Fuck that shit.
I know that's probably happened for sure.
For sure.
Slapped and
slapped them down and shit. Then if he talked shit after
literally
that,
shit themselves, though, I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. Well, he might have lost his bodily function. Not that time, but I'm sure some have. Yeah.
They probably pre-game go to the restroom, man.
Because when you get shot, even though that's piercing, your systems and shit, but you get shot, you motherfuckers start losing their bodily functions right quick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what they said happened with Biggie.
I'm about to say, once you die, they say that's kind of like your body's release.
Oh, yeah, it's true, yeah.
Yeah. And then you know.
You ain't gonna make it.
But hey, Schoolie gang, it's old school, new school.
You ain't gonna make it.
You know what it is. You know who it is.
I'm gonna get me a shotgun and shoot every whitey I see.
Hey, it's OG Lee, UNDE, man. Go give us a like, a comment, a subscribe. Or something if you're still with us, man. I see y'all been watching for at least a little, 15, 16 minutes, man. Come on. Stay with us. Come back after a little break. We're going to kind of fill up our little cups here. It's not a Saturday, so we're taking it light. But we're going to be right back.
Back.
We are
back on the scene,
baby.
Back on the scene.
I had a question, though, right?
Today, by the way, is what? September 24th.
The 20th.
2024.
24.
Tuesday evening.
But I have been thinking, man.
Oh.
I
see that smoke.
You see that smoke, man? You see that smoke?
Yeah, I thought that was something else, but yeah, I see
the kind of like toxic, like gangster culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it taking a turn to where the people, like the snitches, are glorified at this point?
Well, I think more and more people are snitching, but I don't know that it's being glorified. I mean, I could be missing something, but I don't. What makes you say it's glorified?
It seems like when the people do that, kind of like the snitching, they get like kind of famous, kind of at this point. From people like
I think the general rule still is snitches get stitches, but give me some, like you said, give me some specifics.
We got of course the classic 6ix9ine. And then I don't know if you followed or if you know like Lil Woody. He's a new guy in like in the Young Thug case.
I see him in a few videos here in the last couple of days. What did he do? Lil Woody.
Yes.
I seen him slap some. I saw something come across with these girls, like, you know what I'm saying?
20v1.
They got a balloon and shit like that, and they, I guess, bust it or something like that.
That's the thing.
But I think that was that Little Woody guy. And the girl came
you
up
seen
to
him. You seen him because he's famous, right?
Slapped his hand or something like that, and he went off on her and shit. Mm-hmm. But who he snitched on?
Young Thug.
I'm
Thugger.
See, I'm relying on you to keep me informed on this shit. Who the fuck's Young Thug? Why is everybody fucking young? Young Miami, young this, young. What the fuck's that young about?
Yeah, that's the rap culture, man. You little or you young. It's kind of like you know,
young. And
if
what's
you
the
see
deal with Young Miami? That was old boy's girl, right?
Oh shit, some shit's probably gonna come out. Well, you see, she been quiet.
Yeah, she gonna be making big rocks into little rocks.
And it's but I don't know. It just seems like, especially like if you're like the youth seeing it, the people who are, you know, kind of talking. That's they get notoriety. And I'm thinking Diddy is gonna be he gonna be like that.
But the thing about it is though, Diddy shit is so intense. Mm-hmm. You can't let him walk. Even if he snitch on somebody, that's just lessening his time. You can't let him walk.
Well, not walk.
You know what I'm saying? And he's looking at mandatory time. He shit is feds. You know what I'm saying? So
they gonna get you. Which the Young Thug is a RICO. It was a RICO case.
But see, with Diddy, I think people are gonna be surprised. They don't really got that much on Diddy in this case. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's not like he got a whole lot of victims. Once you look at what the paperwork is coming out, he just got probably one or two people.
You seen paperwork? I haven't seen any paperwork.
They showed some shit on it. They showed some shit on the internet. But I mean, it's probably true. The same thing, just like with R. Kelly. If you pull the paperwork, which I haven't, well, I bet you nobody probably could tell you what R. Kelly's in prison for. You just know he's in prison. And what we tend to do as a community, we just believe whatever they tell us.
Huh? Did they say that for R. Kelly, sex trafficking?
I'm sure it's something like that or whatever.
Yeah. They like to throw the book in.
We just know that they got him for something, and you know, the talks around. Oh yeah, he said he was doing this, and he was known to be doing this, and so we buy into that shit. That's why they have this video with Puffy beating the girl down. Right now, every time they talk about Puffy, they're gonna show you that again, so that anything they tell you about Puffy is believable, as I've said before.
But I don't think anybody worried about that video. I mean, anymore, people looking more at Usher, him gripped up with Usher.
You're not worried about it, but ask yourself why they're going to keep showing it.
I haven't seen it since.
They're going to keep showing it, watch.
Yeah.
Because there hasn't been that much coverage of it. But when they show some in-depth coverage, that's the first thing they're going to show is him beating the girl up. Because that, you know, is the most salacious type shit.
Nah, man, they loving that Justin Bieber and the Usher connections and Meek Mill. It's you know, might be a little LGBTQ perhaps kind of agenda, but
I would think on that note that they want to hear about some new names. You know what I'm saying? You already heard about the Usher, the Justin Bieber,
but you ain't heard what? You haven't heard what? What is it exactly?
Well, he fucked them.
Yeah, waking up, fighting over Frosted Flakes.
You want to know how? You know, shit, they ain't gonna go get that graphic. But the bottom line is, you know, that
selling them to people. That's what I'm thinking.
He probably was doing that too, but I don't think that's gonna come out because that would have to come out from Justin Bieber or Usher
or videos.
They're not going to show the American public that shit.
No, they wouldn't. They're
not going to show the American public that. Most of the videos they got, you will never see. Now, the thing is, the CEOs, what they probably would be thinking is, damn, if he got some film of me, that's probably some shit he had hidden because he knew he was going to get busted. He wasn't a fool, right? They already let you know a while back that they was investigating that they took all the shit from his house, right? Mm-hmm. So they are not stupid to the point where they didn't tell somebody for it to get back to Puffy, for him to know and to hide shit. See what I'm saying? So a lot of those videotapes where he got shit on people, they don't have them. He got them. See what I'm saying? That's what'll make a motherfucker quit, if anything. You know, wondering, wow, does Puffy got some shit? Because if he's showing himself to be this smart all these years and making it, he would be smart enough to say, yo, I'm not gonna I gotta blackmail some motherfuckers, in other words. Right. That's why I'm doing them. You know, I'm not doing them just to play him back and so I can jack off or whatever, although he might have done that too. But his main thing would be to be able to blackmail people.
Mm-hmm. Which that would do it.
Yeah. Now, they may have caught him by surprise, but I doubt it. I doubt it. When they
diddler.
When they're coming for you and you're that large, it gets leaked. Shit gets leaked. And the person who's leaking it is selling that to Puffy. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whoever it is within that agency, you know that. And they're like, I don't give a fuck if I get fired. I'm going to get ready to lean on this motherfucker for $1 million.
It's a big
I'm not going to make it with these motherfuckers in 20 years. Yeah, they paying me 50 G or whatever. I'm getting ready to get this motherfucker $1 million and shit. Yeah. Leaks always happen.
I think some craziness is gonna come out, but of course I don't want to see the goddamn videos. I hope the public never has to see if there are any crazy Diddy freak off
won't
videos.
show that. It's salacious type shit. It's pornographic. It's fucking X-rated type shit. If he's fucking somebody in the hands or whatever it is.
X will definitely
sick type shit. This is the thing that bothers me though. In no other genre of music have you seen so many higher uppers, executives go to prison. You got my man, big man out here in California. What was his name? Suge, right? R. Kelly. And Puffy.
R. Kelly an exec?
Shit, he had to be a fucking exec. He's making his own music, right? He would consider it. And also, he goes out and finds other talent. He also does what? Writes, produces for other people. I'll consider him executive. Because if he didn't, he sure had everything to run his own company.
Yeah, but
why would I need a
did he have a company though? He didn't have a.
He had to be on like some kind of label, I imagine.
Yeah, but if he would be signed to a record label, then that's what I would think would be the exec.
I don't know what label.
But
I was thinking he had his own shit. Why would you need somebody? Now, other people, I could see it. But why would I, so powerful, I can sing my own shit. I write my own shit. I produce my own shit. I do it for other people. Why would my own label people gonna buy my shit?
That don't mean you know how to do business just because you're talented.
Well, that's true. But I would be willing to try that, right? Because like you look at like Kanye and some of these people, they would like who was this saying? I'll think of it in a minute. But they were doing everything. Book it. Oh, Cat Williams. Saying I do all my shit. I do my own booking. I get my own, head people who are gonna be working the stage before I come on. He does the whole thing and has been doing it for years. So it's like, if you got the talent, because I'm the one with the talent. Why do I need a middleman? Who's gonna be his middleman, by the way. So he's like, I don't need them. I can do my own shit. But so maybe R. Kelly was different, but I would be thinking that if you got the talent to do all of that, and to me, I think I could do it. Because in doing, he's not like selling tickets, per se. He's doing that through somebody, right? So you basically hitting these concerts, and the people, in that venue kind of collect your money. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You just come at the end of it and then divvy that up, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would think they'll be more considered like an independent artist, like not like.
Oh, you don't think he was an independent artist?
No, he is for sure. Yeah. Not an executive producer. I would think that. I feel like that's once you're like a label and you're, what I'm saying,
I was
two different pedigree.
But anyway, I don't know what his label was. I didn't follow him that close.
He might not. You know what I mean? He might. It might be.
I was thinking that he was
artist.
doing everything himself, kind of. But it's a good chance he was like. Well, see, Puffy. See, he was doing shit with like Clive Davis and different people.
He got Bad Boy and stuff like that. He is an exec.
Puffy was not a talent. He thought he was, and I don't blame him for wanting to do his shit to be popular or whatever. But relatively speaking, he wasn't a talent. You know what I'm saying?
He is a music executive. That's what I'm saying. That's why this is a different kind of thing than like R. Kelly, because he's in bed with these other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I still think I would have thought
and in bed literally perhaps in some situations.
Oh yeah, sick motherfucker, Puff. Sick.
Oh. But on a different topic, right?
Yeah.
What would you say, or who maybe is a person, maybe a thing that doesn't get the recognition that they deserve? It could even be a service, an item, an object.
Shit, black people, man. Black people never ever in this country got the respect we deserve, and what people forget, especially white people and these younger people coming along, we built this country.
Right.
Black people built this country.
That's deep there.
It was because of slavery, obviously. But black people built this country and withstood a lot of bullshit. A lot. These white people are so fucking devilish. Of course, first, as we were talking about the last time, how people had to endure, black people had to endure coming through the hulls of ships, right? What people don't think about every time you think about slavery, they think about that, and they show you the passage. If you go to Ghana and all of this kind of stuff, Atlantic slave trade. But remember, these white people are also smart. So instead of going constantly back and forth to Africa, remember now they start setting up farms in America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where they were putting bags over motherfuckers' head, having this dude fuck his mother. You know what I'm saying? And his sisters and all of that type of shit, because all they wanted is slaves. You know what I'm saying? So there was a big push on slavery in America, not to keep going over there, but to have slavery, basically farms, where you're actually producing people. You don't care who's screwing who, just let's get, women pregnant so they could have babies to build into this slavery type of thing. And all of the shit they was doing related to that was fucking devilish. Not to mention screwing a lot of black women themselves and making mulatto babies and shit, right? So it was a devilish system that lasted for over 400 years. And all the remnants of what you see, they don't give us credit for. We built this shit, so
literally.
That's something that, and still goes on to this day. Totally, just totally take advantage of black people and take them for granted. And you look at the prison system in America, it was just basically an offshoot from slavery, and again, if you respected people, you would not lock them up like that, take them away from their families for years and years and years, but moreover, for shit that you doing. See what I'm saying? Black people didn't start selling no marijuana, no cocaine and all that shit. You brought that shit over here, put it in the opportune neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? Then you turn around and lock motherfucker up for mandatory 5 years and shit like that. They totally disrespected black people, and that's another reason why America still, they never apologized to black people for slavery. And they've given formal apologies to a lot of countries for a lot of shit. Never ever formally apologized to black people. And they still have to answer for that.
Will they ever? Nah.
Hey, if you believe in karma, some people call it God. They gonna have to answer for it. Got to. Can't get away with shit like that.
You think God's a lady?
No.
Man.
Yeah. Because God was meant to be, or said to be, decisive. Most women are not decisive.
Decisive in what right? Or what way, I would say?
Everything he did, commandments, whatever it is, he wasn't wishy-washy on it. It was straight to the point.
Interesting. Our female schoolies might not like that, but
they're not gonna like that because they're not gonna think that they're indecisive. And not all women are, but a lot are. And a lot of women make decisions based on emotion and not logic.
Ooh, that gets you in some trouble right there, boy.
The truth is what it is, man.
Let's see, what would I say? That was deep right there, that answer. OG Lee with the black people, dang. Tied into slavery.
I guarantee you a lot of black people will agree with me.
I agree with you right here. I'm sitting right here and I agree. I was thinking more, I guess, modern day with my answer. I was thinking of just like
well, I said modern day too. It's still, it hadn't let up. Really.
Hasn't changed. But I'm thinking like Friday, these people are gonna pull up to my house. The waste management. If that process didn't run smoothly, I'm thinking for even just
they gonna pull up at your house
1 week or two. Picking up the trash is what I'm referencing.
Oh,
The trash waste management.
What trash they picking up?
The trash you put out in front of your house.
Oh, you mean every week?
Dump your trash. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm saying 2 weeks of not picking up trash. You know what I mean? What, that would be a crazy sight.
Well,
or not. What you think? That's kind of where my head at.
I wouldn't think for me if they wouldn't picking up trash, I'm gonna take it in the back and burn it. So to me, ain't no big thing about that. But they doing that first of all because they're charging you for it, right? And this is the thing, man, that I don't like about that. But again, this is the way things work. They got your garbage built into your water, right? So let's say that you own a house that you rent, and you ain't got no renters in there. You still have to pay even though they ain't picking up no garbage. So they really doing your garbage. For one, they don't want to have a whole bunch of motherfuckers, setting fires and shit. But they really doing it because it makes them money. Otherwise, most people could just take their shit right out in their backyard and burn it. And they'll know how to put it in something contained and burn it. So it wouldn't hurt me on that part if they decided not to pick up. I'd just say I gotta burn it. Yeah. And I think they kind of, I don't know, how did they do during COVID? I forget.
I feel like they just had one person in the truck using
the hopper
and dumping that thing.
Yeah, but that is something though that we do take for granted is the I guess picking up. If garbage wasn't picked up.
Man, I'm thinking raccoons start popping out, wildlife coming and getting in the trash.
Rats would be the most opportunist. More so
and
than
in like
raccoons.
a New York or like really in a
New
big
York,
city.
You can forget it, man. But one of the things, man, I went to New York last year. I was surprised what they do now is they come out for that trash damn near every day now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they come out there
daily
every day. Yeah.
So they making some moolah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now when it comes to and I don't know how it works because I've never been a property owner in New York, but the sanitation is like New York City, and so for most people that live in apartments and stuff like that, which we always did, of course, you don't get billed for it. I don't know if they build the property owner or not. I don't know
what the deal is.
But yeah, New York, if you went 2 hours maybe without picking up trash, because they already got a bunch of rats everywhere.
Bruh,
and every time I go to New York now, man, I always see rats, man.
Have you been and not seen them?
Huh?
Has there been a time where you went and you didn't see them?
Matter of fact, when I was growing up, you didn't see rats per se. You saw like mice. And when you went into the subway station, right, you never saw rats down there. It was always small, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And if you saw one, it was like every once in a while. You wasn't guaranteed to see one. Yeah. Now they got the sign up telling you to be careful that they come on the platform. So it's a major change now. You got to be worried about them coming up there and getting on the train and shit.
And what size do you go from a mouse to a rat?
Well, a mouse and a rat are totally different, right? A mouse is not gonna grow to be the size of a rat. You know what I'm saying?
What size we getting? So your mouse.
So a mouse was like usually just a small mouse. You know what I'm saying? Like what I used to say is a house mouse.
3 to 4 inches.
Yeah, house mouse. But a rat, a baby rat is damn near gonna be the size of a mouse. You know what I'm saying? And a rat.
So mice and rats are different.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And what I thought just the size made them different. No.
Well, that's one of the things, and I'm sure they got a lot of the same DNA. But it's almost like if you look at a Chihuahua and a German Shepherd. You know what I'm saying? A Chihuahua is never gonna grow the size of a German Shepherd. It's just it ain't in them. It's a different breed. But so a mouse and a rat is different. Now, an American rat and a Chinese rat or African rat are different. And in Africa and in China, they breed rats to eat. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the New York City rats, they would look at that and say, oh, that's like maybe a chicken wing. Compared to their rats, it's like a breast or a whole chicken and shit. Have you seen those rat farms they got?
Yeah,
I mean, big.
When they go through smacking them, right? When they ready to feed, or
oh, I didn't see that part, but I'm sure they got some reason for it.
I might have just
Ancient
made it
Chinese secret. But yeah, man. I saw one video where it was like a spot, like after they finished partying, like after the nightclub, you come out, get you a little something to eat or whatever. You done had your drink and all that. Standing in line, man, waiting to eat those, rats on a stick and shit.
Ooh, kebab rats.
Yeah. But you'll be surprised, man, what you would eat, you know what I'm saying? As far as availability, and you get hungry enough, you'll eat some rat.
Go and get that.
I don't think I'd
eat a rat for sure. I'm not gonna
I would hope I would never have to, because I couldn't get past the fucking tail. They still keep the tail on and all. What the fuck?
And eat their little teeth again if they left those in there.
Same thing as mongoose. If you ever seen that, there's people who like to eat mongoose.
Might not be so bad.
People love to eat mongoose.
Guinea pig might even hit a little something too.
And I have to say it again. I mean, no disrespect to the Haitians, but I don't know why they talking about Haitians not eating those ducks in the park. I mean, not that they sat there and ate them, but I guarantee you they took the motherfuckers home and cooked them and ate them.
Plucked them on down, shit, made a nice duck.
If they brought 30,000 motherfucking Haitians over here, don't you think a lot of them were impoverished? What do you think they were eating in Haiti? It damn sure wasn't steak.
Some dirt cookies.
Yeah, so if they eating all that shit, you think they wouldn't be fucking thinking that duck in there is luscious? And then these Africans, they show them on this shit, YouTube and Facebook, and these people they show the Bushmen. Mm-hmm. Man, the shit they be eating, you be like, what the fuck's that? shoe rubber or what? What are they eating? You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
But it just shows me all the time how resilient people are, and that people will eat fucking anything to survive.
Throw it in a wok, and then they put that boy on a stick. It's go time.
These Bushmen ain't using no wok. Shit.
Oh yeah, we said bush. I'm thinking of my Asian friends. I always see those videos where they just like.
And I saw these guys down in some honey. You know what I'm saying? Somehow they sent the little dude up, got in the tree and shit like that. Came out with his honey, and they came out eating that shit like savages. But so that's why white people think they saved us and shit. They're like, man, we brought you to America. You could be over there like those people. But it's not a lot of African countries that's like that per se. It's always a little, everybody has their little area. Like every state got a hood type shit, But it's a lot of Africans that are doing very well.
So, kind of brings me to, I don't know if this I don't know if this is tied here.
Man, I see the damn back of the car.
But this brings a good old mind crusher.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And this mind crusher today is titled Boogers. Boogers. So, picking your nose, we all say that it's gross and bad. But what else are you supposed to do when there's a hard booger deep in your nose? Like way deep in there. What? And it won't come out no matter how hard you blow. My friends, what the fuck are you supposed to do in this situation?
You did mention eating, right?
Not in this here.
Read that for me again.
Boogers. So, picking your nose. We all say that it's gross and bad.
All right. I got you. What the fuck?
But what else are you supposed to do? That boy's in there deep.
Man, I don't know.
You blow it out.
I don't know. I've never had a booger stuck in my nose like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, either I could put my finger, and I'm always using this one whenever that does happen.
Oh, you go in for that bad boy, though, right?
Absolutely. I'm trying to.
I've definitely had one of these.
I'm gonna blow my nose. I done seen people just do the one nose, cover one nostril, try to shoot it out. Cover one, try to shoot it. I don't know. Me, I'm gonna try to blow it. And first of all, though, how did I notice it? Was it from my breathing and shit? Because you see people, of course, sometimes you look, damn, he got a booger in his nose.
That's when I know I'm coming.
Unless you look at in the mirror, how you know you got the booger in there? Is it a breathing type thing?
I usually can feel it when it's up in there, and I know I can't. A couple of those. Then I go Captain Hook. Just like you index finger Captain Hook, I'm up in that bad boy.
And you know it though. Sometimes you feel that booger, you say, "Oh, okay, this one's stuck." Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to kind of I'm gonna kind of get my nail around it, but not to the point where I want to scratch my nose. So I got to make sure I got booger and not skin. You know what I'm saying?
Get that bad boy.
This is a gross thing. Cut this out.
Disgusting. But hey, that's a real topic, man. I'm definitely Captain Hooking that bad boy on out of there.
Boogers is the main one, man, that I see little kids doing so proudly. Eating a little salty booger because they like them how they taste. Everybody then ate a booger.
I truly have never ate a booger, bro.
All right, okay. You're unusual and shit.
That is not unusual.
I know it is very unusual. As a fucking kid, you pull a booger out your nose and you look at it and go, "Oh," just like a lot of things. I got a sense of taste. I wonder what the motherfucker tastes like. Why do you think men eat pussy?
Never.
I wonder what it tastes like.
I've definitely hit the snot lick that's been too low, like that one.
Oh yeah, when it's just drooling out.
Yeah,
and shit,
which I guess that would be comparable, but I've never been
just
booger. I see it and then I go to my mouth with that bad boy. That's disgusting, bro.
Some people do that intentionally. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Man, when
Christ.
I was in the military, I promise you this shit, man. I was working. This is when they was just getting ready to put me out of this motherfucker. But they had me working in the clinic, and I still remember this shit, man. It was Corey, who was a girl, Gary. And that one fine lady, I think her name was Karen. Yeah, she was a Karen.
A Karen.
But anyway, I came in there and I started working in there. And one of the things I noticed about Corey was she used to pick in her ear and then eat it. And so I was
that's normal too then, huh?
And the thing is, she would do it nonchalantly, right? No, I've never seen motherfuckers doing that. I can imagine how that tasted. To me, I wouldn't even think about that. But anyway, I was sitting there one day with Gary and Karen. And I said, man, do you ever notice that when Corby picks in her ear, she fucking eats it? She goes like this with a nail like that.
No
Literally
way.
goes right from her ear. I said, did you all ever notice that? They said, no. And they had working with her for a couple of years. I said, no, we never noticed that. I said, you haven't? She sits here like when she's talking with us, you dig, go on the end like that. They was like, oh. I said, yeah, watch that next time. Then the next time they saw me, they were like,
Put them on game.
It was like, yeah, that's
She's
gross.
fucking
You know what I'm
gross.
saying? But I never see nobody do that. So I don't know what the fucking taste was or what, but goddamn, yeah, Corey, if you're still alive, United States Air Force,
You
1981, you nasty. That's
Hey,
not one that catches on, man.
I got one kind of final topic for you here, OG Lee. And we got a little video maybe to go along with it.
Oh my God.
But I just got the question, right? Say, you're out in the wilderness,
Mm-hmm.
and you would come across a good old, we'll say like a grizzly bear, just for this video reference. You don't have, bear spray, no gun. It kind of runs up on you, startles you. What would you think would be your best defense?
My mouth.
Biting?
No.
Screaming?
Yelling,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make yourself as big as possible, make as much noise type of deal.
Because I seen this deal, man, with a bear, and the people had their vehicle nearby. I was like, well, why don't you just honk the horn? Start honking on, honk the horn. I guess that shit would irritate them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have did. And then probably ran them over and shit. If it was me, I don't give a fuck about no bear. Just like they say, you're not supposed to shoot a bear. Give me a break. Motherfucking bear at the front door and shit like that trying to get in. And you not going to do whatever? Shit.
Yeah.
That's going to be the first time I say, how does bear taste?
See, I bet bear would be probably a pretty fire meal.
I don't think so, man. I think it would be
Tough.
tough. Because I'm wondering why we don't eat it. White folks eat everything else.
It's probably like one of those like endangered.
I never
like,
heard
you
them
can't-
say some bear meat. But even when it's endangered, sometimes people sneak, and on the black market you could buy it, right?
Oh, bear.
I never seen it with bear. Although no, these Chinese eat some part of the bear that they supposed to say, is a aphrodisiac. Either bear liver,
bear nuts,
something.
probably some
Yeah.
shit like that.
I don't think it's the bear's
bear
nuts.
testicles.
These nuts. I don't think it's the bear's nuts, but it's some part of the bear to eat. We got to research that because I'm almost certain.
Let's check this video out right here.
Let's check it out. Let's go
Hey,
to the
Green
video
behind the
tape.
screen, man. Pull this
Let's
bad boy
go
up
to
right
the
here.
videotape. What we got here, man?
This had me scared, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, one of those videos you watch and you like kind of react to it yourself. Check them out right here, bro.
See about this here.
So, some of our YT
Oh,
folks.
so they're in the
right?
boat and
That-
he's on the side.
in a speedboat, bro.
But what I was gonna say, my thing would be that I know he can't keeping up with this boat.
But look, that's what I thought. Then that speed boost right there got me. You
But
can't
no,
fuck
this
with
is
no bear,
replaying it.
right? But look.
But
From
he
when it
was-
start right here, and then
Okay.
boom, right here. He started getting down right here.
Right, and that's when I would be saying he get ready to tire his ass out because he can't keep up that pace.
But they in a
But I
nice
would have
speedboat.
been very happy that I'm in that boat, and I would have been praying, Lord, don't let nothing happen to this boat.
Anything else, you're done
It
for,
looks
bro.
like they're in Alaska somewhere, maybe. Or something
Gotta
like that.
be. But look, bro. This
But I'm gonna
speed
tell you
boost
the
right
truth.
here.
This is the way I feel about that. If you go out there where them bears live, you deserve everything you get.
Yeah.
Because they ain't coming on Main Street.
They already knew it was up. They had their phones out and everything. But bruh, if you're on anything other than a speedboat, you're done for. Cause that little speed boost he did, he's catching something. I'm thinking like, what is he gonna do when he gets to you? Which might spur it if we have this other video we could pull up, bro.
What's that? What was he doing?
These bears really actual, fighting footage. A bear, which
of them fighting each other.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that. So I'm thinking a bear and a human. Oh my!
That's not a fight. That's a
That's-
fucking meal.
That is no fight whatsoever. Cause I always like, delusion in my head. I would fight back and I would try to do the best I can. It's nothing you could do, bro. They're faster, stronger, and like I didn't realize the bear was that fast.
But I believe this though, because you say for instance you say pit bulls are just right, but don't you think there's some other dog that got off on a pit bull
Yeah, maybe once or twice.
Now, of course, that's not
So
comparison.
You that
but
dog.
I'm saying that I believe there's some, especially if he could have had like maybe even a stick. I'm saying that in other words, you can run into a punk bear. I think
he might be.
You can run into a Diddy Bear. They call him teddy bears before. Now he call him Diddy Bear.
I would hate to run into a Diddy Bear.
Why? Because he gonna try to.
Boy, he gonna bend you over first.
A Diddy Bear, as we used to say, he gonna kill you and fuck you before you get cold.
Oh man,
yes, sir. So yeah, a Diddy Bear.
Diddy Bear.
But anyway, you might, if you had a stick or something like that, there's a potential that you could even throw it and hit him in the eye or something like that.
Not one of these. Check my boy out right here.
Hey, they said Samson slew the Philistines with a donkey jawbone. You remember that?
No, sir.
Yeah, man. Check it out. Samson, he slew the Philistines.
Look at this right
with
here.
Just a donkey jawbone.
Look at your stick. What's your stick doing in this situation, bro?
Bruh, you could potentially stab one of them in the eye, and that would make him run. You could, if you got lucky, maybe hit him in his testicles. And instead of giving up, like if I knew I'm not...
That's going to be you right there. My boy want to fight back. He's not even dead.
He's not, yeah. So, they got that pit bull grip times 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Times 2,000.
Yeah.
Look at this, bro.
But that's before he got...
That's another muscled up grizzly bear.
And you see what the other one did to him must be, right?
Yeah, he looked like I didn't see that when I first watched it. Yeah, he tore his
leg apart. That's what made him so mad. But you
they
see the other one still going back at him, right?
I didn't see the whole thing like this.
I'm going back at him.
The one I thought I watched, he was just holding him down the whole time.
All right, you didn't see the full footage.
Bro, look at that. First of all, they standing like 10 feet.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might be over exaggerated,
but the thing is, like I said, I know I couldn't outrun them. So
impossible.
I would be like,
what you gonna do? You gonna stand there with a stick?
I would try to pick up something, throw it maybe, and I would be screaming, trying to, hopefully that would
because I feel like they can
deter them or whatever.
They can swim. They are running fast.
Yeah.
And
if he ever gets to touching you, you're dead.
You tussling like
but
this.
I'm telling you, I would try to do something, man, in my defense before I die. I'm just not gonna go out like a sucker. Yeah, I wouldn't just. I'm gonna try to do something to him if I know I'm gonna die. Like I said, it might be. Shit, I don't know. I might go and try to, while he's doing me, I know he's gonna fuck me up. I might just fucking try to bite his leg or some shit. I don't know.
Man.
But shit,
just get a little fur in your mouth.
I figure I'm gonna die. No, I'm gonna get some meat off that mouth, which is not even gonna affect him. It's
no
gonna be like
way,
a scar. But
bruh.
hey, I didn't go out like a sucker. At least I fought. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do something. I'm probably
at least you ain't go out like no.
What I'm gonna do, to be honest, I'm gonna start running. But when I look back, I say, "Oh shit!"
And he's hitting you at like that speedboat.
I'm praying like maybe he see me run. He just stayed there, decided to leave.
Goes after
but
something.
He probably won't. But if I look at him and say, "Oh shit," he still got his mind on me. I'm gonna be looking around. It's a rock I could throw, and God might be with me to where I just throw that rock and just boom, hit him in his eye or something. You know what I'm saying?
Or David and Goliath.
Or hit him somewhere where he thinks, "Oh shit," well, I might retreat.
He's a threat.
And that would be my prayer. You know what I'm saying? Because once he got a hold of me, man, and boy, is he gonna love me. Because I am so tender. So all motherfucking humans would be tender to them.
So OG Lee, you basically saying if we see you in the woods in a fight with a grizzly bear,
help the motherfucking grizzly.
Help the bear. Hey, it's OG Lee. UNDE.
Help the motherfucking bear.
Old school, new school. If you see me in a fight with a grizzly bear,
we gonna have some bear.
Help the bear.
But I really do think, man, seriously, if I go in that environment, I'm gonna have to have something on me.
Got to.
Even if I got just that little pistol.
Bear spray, big gun.
Now, I really feel like with the little pistol, big pistol, whatever, I got good enough aim to hit him in certain spots where he will retreat.
I feel that.
Because I'm gonna hit him.
Optimism.
I'm going right for it's gonna happen. If I got I'm going for the dome. Yeah. I ain't caring about no law saying you ain't supposed to shoot no bears and all this shit. I'm going for the dome.
I just say bear charging could definitely affect maybe your aim a little bit and maybe your steady breathing perhaps and all the stuff that takes to make a good shot.
That's when you have to be cool, calm, and collected. That's when you have to be cool, calm, and collected. And, you're going to see him where he is. So before I let him get right up on me, you know what I'm saying? Like if I see him running,
35 miles per hour.
Down. I'll guarantee you, I'm going to put, matter of fact, I'm going to try to shoot him in his head. Literally.
Don't try. That's where you got to go for. But hey, it's OG Lee. UNDE. Another one, man. Schoolie
Stay
gang.
away from bears.
Like,
Stay
comment,
away from bears.
subscribe.
It's usually only white people that goes around bears and shit. You know that. You don't see no Chinese motherfuckers around no bears. You don't see. Damn sure don't see no Mexicans.
OG Lee, UNDE. We out.